actually agree with quite a lot of what he's saying. He was referring to the British Leyland strikes in the 1970s. This takes me straight back to the 1980s, which I know nobody apart from me can remember. But I'm sensing that the Tory government and the rail unions are kind of in their comfort zone, with the ministers blaming Labour, blaming the union, and the unions thinking, hang on, the railways are effectively run by the government now. They've got an endless credit card. We are going to just keep striking. And it is very, very political, with Grant Shapps calling this Labour's strike. As Andrew mentioned, the fact that you've got a shadow transport minister on the picket lines kind of completes the 1980s picture. The trouble is, you've got millions of passengers stuck in the middle with ridiculous things like the last southbound train from Edinburgh to London left at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's just doing nobody any favours. We're stuck in the middle, and frankly, we're fed up.
Does Grant Shapps have a point, though, when he's pointing to these separate rail companies? Because, of course, passenger numbers, conditions, and indeed the money that's coming through the ticket barriers, very different according to which part of Britain you're in. And yet they're trying to get this national pay deal.
But they're doing that because effectively we've renationalised the railways. Yes, they are outsourced to various train operators, some of them run by the public sector, such as LNER and Northern, some of them run by overseas companies. But basically, the government stipulates exactly what they're going to run, which is why the RMT union says, we're not actually negotiating with nearly 20 different train operators. We're really negotiating with Grant Shapps and the Department of Transport. We know he's got loads of cash. We know that they can't afford to have the country shut down. So therefore, we know we're going to get that money. But I tell you, can I just bring out one element of this, which I don't think there's enough attention paid to? He keeps mentioning, we don't want our terms and conditions changed. What he means by that, if I may, is that there are all kinds of arcane working practices which everybody knows has to be modernised if the railways are going to have a chance of staying in the 21st century. And for each of those, the union is going to extract a percentage. And so, for example, lots and lots of people have given up paper tickets completely. And they've just used their mobile, and that's absolutely fine. But would you believe that train guards who inspect tickets, for instance, on Northern, negotiated a deal where every ticket they scan, they get 2 pence. That's the sort of deal that they love, because it means that they're getting more money for their members for doing something which, hang on, I thought your job was to check tickets. And when it's easier actually scanning a ticket, it is punching a hole in the flipping thing.